is if you turn it over, then they're getting, not only are you not getting a shot, they're getting layups. They got fast guards. They got good guards. Probably got the best overall guard play in the Peach Belt Conference. So it'd be nice if we took good care of the ball and, maybe made a shot or two.
What about the rebounding situation? Are you happy and think that we've got the advantage there?
Yeah, we have the rebounding advantage. We have the size advantage. We've actually out-rebounded, I want to say, 7 of our last 9 opponents. I know Augusta State picked us on the boards. After that, I think we got beat 1 by Montevallo, but we won that game fairly handily. I like our rebounding. I like our size. We're not playing we don't have quite the depth inside that maybe we had before because we're playing more guards. We have to be able to score. We're putting a lot of pressure on our defense. We hold somebody to 64, but we only score 60. So, Chaz, we're going to get Chaz back in the mix, have full confidence in him. And if he can give us 6 to 10, 12 points a game, that could be the difference for us, a win and a loss.
I know we had problems scoring against Columbus, especially a couple of the guys that usually come up big. Isaac only had 7 points in that ball game, and Desmond had just 4 points. And he had more turnovers in that game than he had assists.
I thought it was Dez's worst game of the season. I thought it was actually the only game all year where I thought he played very poorly. And it was a combination of things. When he has to do all the ball handling in our backcourt, it just puts a lot of stress on him. So it's not totally, just because he may have 4, 5, 6 turnovers, they may not be all his fault. Maybe he doesn't have help in the backcourt. We're playing Austin now more than we did when we went over there. Chaz Berry did not play in that game because he hurt his ankle, and he's going to be a factor today. And, the good thing about the zone, if you do play it, you can really shut down the other team's big guys. But you have to go get it off the board. You're not going to get a lot of opportunities, maybe some at the high post, maybe some on the baseline, but it's not like in a traditional man-to-man defense where we can just throw it inside and him and the player get the baskets. So our bigs have to be active on the offensive glass.
Best of luck to you, Mark.
Go Bobcats.
That is Mark Gaines. We'll be right back after these messages on Lake Country 102.3.
If you're passionate for what you do, everything can be possible.
He had no understanding of the collegiate athletic experience because that's foreign to how things were back in Mexico for him, where town teams existed or club teams, but very few school teams. And when he found out he had to be a student here, in that very first conversation, Julio says to me, one of these days, I'm coming to
Eric DeBoles. We have number 10, Isaac Thomas, a forward. We have number 20, the point guard, Desmond Mitchell-LaFlamme. We have another guard, Bryce Booker, number 24. And we have the forward, Cole Roberts, number 32. For Columbus State, number 0, Ryan Burnett. Number 1, Ja'Cory Payne. Number 3, Darius Joel. Number 4, Arbin Kamaj. And number 20, Marcus Dixon.
All right, thank you, Andrew. They have a bunch of scorers. Ja'Cory Payne is their leading scorer. He's out of Dublin and Dublin High School, so A little bit of a Middle Georgia reunion for him, and I'm sure a lot of family coming in from about 45 minutes away. Payne is averaging 19 points a contest. He also leads them in minutes played at just under 31 a ball game. He's their leader in assists as well, with just under 4 assists a contest. He will jack it up from just about anywhere, so keep an eye out on that long ball. He's 47 of 121 in three-point shots on the year.
Wow. Well, you got to make sure, you got to watch for him to pass the ball also, as he does lead the team in assists as well.
Exactly.
So you got to watch for the shot and the pass.
Marcus Dixon, the junior from Columbus, a transfer from Bruton Parker, is their leader in rebounding at 10.9 a contest. Mitchell LaFlamme continues to lead the Bobcats in scoring at 10.7 a ball game. Isaac Thomas is our leading rebounder at 8 per contest. Bobcats dressed out in the home white uniforms with the Bobcat blue numbers. They'll be headed right to left across your radio or computer monitor toward the north goal. Columbus decked out in the road reds with the navy blue numbers trimmed in white. Bless you behind me. Gracious. Isaac Thomas will be in the midcourt circle. Arbin Kamaj will be jumping against him. He's out of Detroit from Indiana Tech. Bruce Benedict's going to handle the basketball today. Yep, former Atlanta Braves catcher. Got the ball in the air, tip is up and it's controlled, and Ryan Burnett has it. He'll drop it off for Ja'Cory Payne, and we are underway as they go left to right. Payne crossover dribble, goes to the three-point land and puts it up and missed it. Rebound by Isaac. Long lead pass off to DML. Desmond will track it down in front of their bench. That one was almost getting away from him. Back up front to Booker, now back to Desmond. They will be against a man-to-man defense to start off with. High right side, Cole, now back around the left perimeter to Dez. Dez to Booker. Booker fires at the top of the circle, doesn't get it. And a rebound brought down by Dixon. Dixon will leave it for Payne. Payne dribbles on the right side, now back out toward midcourt to reset it. Drops it off. They'll circuit to Dixon. Now Joel will put it up. Fire it up there. Rattles out. No good. And Thomas had the ball, and then he and Dixon hook it up. And a jump ball.
So far, neither team getting a shot to fall early.
Bobcats will have the ball on the arrow. But we won the tip. How did that work out? I'm not sure. Booker. No, that's right. It was Columbus winning the tip. How your mind wanders occasionally. Booker high on the left side, back around the right perimeter. Garrick drives to the corner, got cut off. Back up top now. We go to Booker. Booker to Dez with 8 on the shot clock. Comes around a pick, pops an NBA three. It's good. Oh, my.
Good shot by him, freed up by the screen, just nailed it.
Well, Coach Gaines says, pray that our first 3 hits. And that, I guess prayers are answered sometimes. As DML hits his 25th three-pointer of the year in 63 tries. There's a jumper up and good in the paint, and it's 3-2. Bobcats on the attack to the north end. Booker will deliver it back to the midcourt circle and get it back again, high on the left wing. Cross-court pass to the right side. Desmond has it back of the arc near their sideline. Now cross-court pass left side. Three-pointer up by Garrick is no good. Roberts gets the rebound. Will flood it back around the right side. Dez with a fake three. And Roberts with a travel. Took a step before he tried to get down the baseline.
Yeah, he had the good offensive rebound, and then he just kind of lost it. Took a step before he started dribbling and then caused a turnover.
3-2, the Bobcats with a 1-point lead. Not quite 2.5 minutes into the ball game. Dixon around the left side. They get it to Burnett. Burnett back of the arc, way on the left side. Back to the top of the circle to Joel. Right side now to Payne. Payne comes inside the paint, floats one up and missed it. And Thomas over-jumped it early, but then reached back and grabbed it.
Yeah, good recovery by Thomas to get that rebound.
GC will bring it up the floor slowly by DML. Desmond drops it off left, down inside, and a foul. And a foul on Joel, I'm sorry. Darius Joel gets the first foul of the night. It'll be Desmond to inbound it left of the basket. We'll get it outside to Thomas. Now to Garrick DeBoles. Back to Isaac. behind the free throw line, off to Garrick. Garrick going to take it in. Got himself blocked by Kamaj, his 42nd block of the year. And then they throw it away. Bryce Booker takes it back. He's got a 1-on-2. Booker going to take it in, and he got fouled. A little hesitation, and that allowed the defender to catch up to him. And Payne commits the personal foul. First foul of the game on Payne, second team foul, non-shooting. So the Bobcats will have to inbound it left of the basket. Desmond to do the honors. The Florida native gets it into Cole Roberts. Back up top now to Booker. And he'll drop it off now for Desmond. He'll circle back to the midcourt. Picked up by Ja'Cory Payne. Booker between the circles. Gets a nice pick from Roberts. Wraparound pass down from Garrick DeBoles to Isaac Thomas. And a foul is called. It is on Burnett. That'll be his first.
That's 3 early fouls for Columbus State. Not a good start for them.
Unfortunately, they're all non-shooting. We can't trigger anything from the free throw line.
Nope.
Bobcats throw it away. Thomas tried to feed it down low, and it was picked off. They put it ahead to Corey Payne, and Ja'Cory gets the easy lay-in.
Yep, turnover leads to a nice, easy layup on the other end of the floor.
Thomas kind of telegraphed that pass, and Joel jumped just quickly enough to get it. 16:15 to go. We'll get a media timeout under 16. Quickly down low to Cole. Good look from Mr. Thomas out top. And Cole gets his first bucket.
Good feed and an easy layup.
5-4, Bobcats with a 1-point lead. We're at 16 minutes to go in the first half. Around the right perimeter, they get it to Ja'Cory Payne. Payne dropped it off, got it back again. Dribbles to the left sideline. Picked up by Desmond in the man-to-man. Now we switch off. Payne with a jump pass down below, and they fumble it away. Dixon couldn't handle the pass, and Booker takes it. Booker off the DML. Desmond will drive right circle. Back up top now to Isaac. Gets it down low to Cole Roberts, and Roberts is hammered and fouled by Arbin Kamaj. That'll be his first foul, and already the fourth on the Cougars.
There's that shooting foul we were looking for.
There you go. And we will be at the free throw line when we come back. 15:32 to go in the first half. Georgia College 5, Columbus State 4. Back in 30 seconds. Bobcat basketball on Lake Country 102.3.
Think of the NCAA as a spirit squad, cheering for student athletes at every big event and every small one. We'd be there in the classroom, at graduation, at their first job interview. Okay, so don't think of us as a spirit squad. Think of us as a mascot. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
With a 5-4 lead over the Columbus State Cougars, what do the stats look like?
Well, we've got a couple missed field goals early for the Bobcats, but we also have, it hasn't been that great of a shooting start to start off, but like you said early, there's 4 quick fouls for Columbus State, so that's really going to hurt them. As looks like Georgia College is going to be in the bonus pretty soon.
Yeah, we still have 15:32 to go. This could be a long evening if a lot of fouls are going to stack up against these Cougars. Roberts has 2. Mitchell LaFlamme has the other 3 on a 3-ball. And that's been it scoring-wise for Georgia College. Bobcats make a few changes. Austin Dukes comes in. Mark McCorkle enters the contest as well. Chaz Berry waits on Cole Roberts. Roberts hits the first free throw. 72.5% at the line for Cole. And Chaz will be coming in for Roberts if Cole hits his second free throw. It is away. It is good. And he will step out. And here comes Chaz. Chaz, again, did not play against Columbus with a sprained ankle. A little twist.
Look for him to come back and have a big game tonight.
Need to get him scoring and shooting once again. He's been shooting a lot, but not scoring. They get it down low. Driving layup is good by Burnett, and he got fouled as he went into the paint down the baseline left to right.
It's a good drive by Burnett and able to get the foul call and make the basket.
Isaac Thomas tagged with his first foul. And so Burnett will go to the free throw line. Burnett had 7 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist against the Bobcats. back in January. He floats in the second free throw, and it's good for the graduate student from Richmond, Virginia in St. Leo. 7-7 ball game. Austin Dukes, the freshman, brings it in. Swing it right side now to Chaz. Chaz got it off, got it back again. Feed Thomas down low. There is Barry on a backdoor play and loses the handle on it. It's lost on the floor. No whistle. Jump ball called, and Columbus State has the arrow, so they'll get the basketball. The bodies flying everywhere underneath the basket there.
Everyone on the floor trying to get the ball ends up causing a jump ball, and Columbus State has possession.
Here's Ja'Cory Payne on the dribble, comes around to the right arc, picks up the dribble, delivers it up top. Swing it back now to Dixon on the left wing. He drives into the lane, lays it up. It is no good, but a foul on GC. And that'll be assessed to Chaz Berry. Chaz's first foul, second team foul on the Cats.
Almost had a second and one to fall. Just barely fell off of the rim at the last second.
Dixon with an explosion to the basket. So we'll head to the north end and shoot a pair of free throws as the Bobcats have the double bonus. 2:38 remaining. Dixon is long and lean, and he can get up there. He is a beast on the glass.
He is. He's definitely overpowering some Bobcat players right now, so hopefully we can sink these free throws, make it a 2-point ball game.
And it's too long off the left of the back iron by Garrick DeBoles. They will get Graham out after his second foul, put Jamal McKee back in. DeBoles will line up a second free throw. The Pope High School graduate missed it, but a rebound by Bryce Booker. He'll push it back out to Desmond. Now to Chaz Berry, back to Desmond in the midcourt. Off to Berry on the right wing, deep. 2:26 to play, first half. We're down by 4. Berry drives, and he got grabbed and fouled on the right side of the lane. And Coach Robert Moore not happy with Bruce Benedict right now, as the foul is put on Marquise Boyd, redshirt junior from Lumpkin, Georgia, out of Stewart County High. And Chaz skies a free throw up and in. Berry will try again from 15 feet. That one's in and out. Ball tipped around and recovered by the Cougars. They'll get it ahead to Dixon. Dixon now to Payne, out on the right side, further down to the right wing. Berry goes for a steal, doesn't get it. Dixon takes it. They get it down low, and a foul called on Garrick DeBoles as Jamal McKee beat him to the spot right of the basket.
McKee just overpowering DeBoles on that play, just causing the foul.
So McKee at the line, sophomore from Greenville and Greenville High School. Had 7 points against the Bobcats and gets his 5th point of the ball game with a free throw. Averages about 10 minutes a ball game. His season average in points is 3.3.
Already above that in the first half.
He likes the Bobcats, apparently. Second free throw coming. It's on the way, and it's no good, and GC gets the rebound. Booker flies it ahead now from DML to DeBoles, back to DML. Berry open for 3. Now he's going to drive, take it to the rack, roll it up there, and he missed it short. And a foul on the ensuing rebound on GC. It's on Berry, a little frustration foul on Chaz.
Yeah, after he misses the layup and then just fouls the player, and now we're going to head to the line as Columbus State is in the bonus as well.
Yep, and that is the 9th team foul. Give Berry 2 for the day. And we're in a minute 53 to go. Dixon to the line once more at the south end. First free throw up, and he missed it long, and GC gets the rebound. Booker, forecourt, back to DML, back to Booker on the right wing. 1:40 to go. We're down by 4, 31-27. Chaz Berry back off to Desmond. Desmond, an up fake, comes inside the arc and pops in a 2.
good pump fake by Desmond to get the defender in the air and then hits the easy 2-point jumper.
Yep, you never leave your feet. And that time, Desmond got him to. It's 8 points on the night for Desmond. We're back within 2 at 31-29. The ball hit a hot spot and rolled away. Here comes Booker taking it to the lane, and he lays it in. Bryce Booker with a nice drive. We're tied at 31. 1 minute to go as they get to midcourt. Lambert down the right sideline. Comes around a moving screen from Dixon. Between the legs dribble, goes to the right side, gets it off to McKee. He blows the bunny, and a rebound by GC. He had a chip shot that just fell. Desmond drives between two defenders into the right corner to McCorkle. Back down low to Dez. Dez to a trailing DeBowles, and one.
What a great find by Desmond. Find DeBowles cutting right through the lane. Makes the basket, going to the line for one more.
Put the foul on McKee, his second personal foul. And the Bobcats have retaken the lead for the first time in a while. It's 33-31. 37 seconds to play in the first half. And Garrick DeBowles will try to follow up the made basket. Joel comes in, the junior from Lawrenceville and Collins Hill High. Motlow State and Wallace State at Haynesville. So he is on his third college. The free throw is no good, and then DeBowles barrels into a Cougar.
Now we're going to the other end for some free throws.
Player control foul, not an offensive foul, and DeBowles gets his second personal foul. So both teams over the double bonus now, or in the double bonus. And it's Lambert to try his luck at the south end. 12 out of 20 for 60%. He is a redshirt freshman from Atlanta and North Atlanta High School. First free throw away and good. Lambert with 4 points against the Bobcats in the first meeting. Had an assist and a steal. And he will try to tie the ball game up with another made free throw. 36 seconds left on the game clock. It's up and good. And Coach Moore will call a timeout. It'll be a 30, so we'll stay here at courtside. Remind you that Wednesday it is the trip to Montevallo. And the final time that we will play the Falcons as Peach Belt Conference opponents as they are leaving the conference in all aspects. They'll be heading to the Gulf South Conference. That'll be a 6:20 airtime for the women's contest, 6:30 tip-off Milledgeville time over in Alabama. So the Bobcats have 36.4 seconds on the game clock, a fresh 30. Mark McCorkle, Bryce Booker, Desmond Mitchell-Laflamme, Chaz Berry, and Garrick DeBowles on the floor. And we've got man-to-man full-court pressure. McCorkle fakes the baseball pass, gets it into DML, and he says, hey, everybody go down. I'll take it myself against Payne. Comes across the timeline right in front of us, and now he'll stand. 19 on the shot clock. Desmond dribbles out toward the midcourt circle, passes it off high left to Booker. Top of the circle to Berry. He's actually out between the rings with 10 to shoot. Berry going to put it on the floor, drive in, had it knocked out of his hands. 10 seconds to go. They throw it ahead to Joel. Joel pull-up jumper, free throw line, didn't get it. DeBowles with the rebound. No, it's Berry. 2 seconds left. Launches from midcourt. Watch it. It's off to the left. Would have counted, but it wound up off to the left. And so we're right back where we started from, dead even at 33 apiece at the end of the first half of play.
Yep, first 20 minutes, 33 all. Looks like we're going back to square one, 0-0 ball game for the second half.
So the Bobcats and the Cougars all squared up at 33 apiece. Good back and forth ball game. Neither team got more than a 5-point lead, I don't think, in the first half. And the Cougars did get a 5-point lead. Then the Bobcats battled back and were able to take 33-31 lead. But then Columbus would tie it up before the end of the first half. So your score here at halftime. It's Columbus 33 and Georgia College 33. And we'll be back to take you around the Peach Belt Conference in men's basketball after we take a 90-second timeout. 90-second break. This is Georgia College basketball on Lake Country 102.3.
I planned on just coming here for like 2 years, getting my core done. But once I got here, I really loved it. The atmosphere, the teachers, the classes are smaller, so you get to know your professors. I've just made so many friends here.
Oh, I absolutely love it here. It feels really like home.
I love how friendly everybody is. I love the sense of community that you build when you get to know everybody.
It's really easy and really exciting when you find your niche. You can definitely do that here. You can find your place.
Back with you at the Centennial Center on the campus of Georgia College and State University as the Sassy Cats dance team entertains the crowd. And we're at halftime of the men's contest, tied up at 33 apiece between the Bobcats and the Cougars of Columbus State University over in Columbus, Georgia. Take you around the Peach Belt Conference in men's basketball. First off, naming the Player of the Week in men's hoops, it's Javante Douglas of Montevallo. Douglas earns his third weekly honor this season after averaging 27.5 points and 10.5 rebounds per game in a pair of wins, and we're going to see him Wednesday. The senior from Charlotte shot 60% from the floor in the 2 games, 58% from three-point range. He opened up with 31 points on 10 for 14 shooting with 5 rebounds in a win over Clayton State, and followed with 24 points and 16 rebounds in a road win at Georgia Southwestern. Javante Douglas added 2 assists and a block and a half per game. He continues to lead the Peach Belt Conference and is ranked 7th in the nation in scoring at 24.3 points per game. Now, we did not see him when Montevallo was here, so we're going to have to face him for the first time and only time this season on Wednesday. Douglas also leads the Peach Belt Conference and is 6th nationally in rebounds per game with 11.6. He's the only player in the nation to be ranked in the Division II in top 10 in scoring and rebounding. So Javante Douglas, for the 3rd time this season, named the Peach Belt Conference Men's Basketball Player of the Week. Check out some other ball games in progress tonight. It's Augusta at Flagler. Montevallo will be at Young Harris. Armstrong State at USC Aiken. UNC Pembroke will be at Lander. And North Georgia is playing at Clayton State tonight. On Wednesday, as we said, we'll be at Montevallo. That'll be a 6:30 and 8:30 doubleheader for the Bobcat basketball teams. The women to start things will be on the air at 6:20 on Wednesday night here on Lake Country 102.3. Also Wednesday, this Columbus State team will be back at home to battle Clayton State. It's USC Aiken at UNC Pembroke. Francis Marion will be at Augusta. Georgia Southwestern at North Georgia. Lander at Armstrong State to wrap up the Wednesday battles. And Saturday, to finish out a very long week for the Bobcat men and women, a 3-game week for them. They'll play Saturday at home against Young Harris. That'll be senior day. And the women will tip things off at 1:30 120 the airtime on Lake Country 102. So we've got a big doubleheader on Saturday to honor all the seniors for the Georgia College women's and men's basketball program. Checking out the standings in the Peach Belt West, this Columbus State team is a game up in the win column over North Georgia. Both have 5 losses. Columbus at 9-5 in conference games, 16-5 with a 4-game winning streak. North Georgia stands at 8-5 after knocking off the Bobcats Saturday. They are 12-10 overall. Montevallo is 3rd in the Peach Belt West. They are 8-6 in the conference and 14-7 overall. They've won their last 2 ball games. Young Harris is in 4th place at 7-6. They're 13-9 on the year. And Young Harris has lost 3 ball games in a row. Then come the Bobcats at 6-6 and 12-9 overall, playing in 5th place in the West. Clayton State is in 6th at 6-7, and they're 11-11. They have lost 3 consecutive ball games. And 7th in the West goes to Georgia Southwestern. They're 5-9 in Peach Belt play. They are 7-14 overall. So the Bobcats on the outside looking in for the Peach Belt Conference playoffs. The top 4 teams in each division will go to the playoffs. In the East Division, there's a 3-way tie for first place. All teams with 9-5 records are Augusta, USC Aiken, and UNC Pembroke. Augusta has a 16-6 overall mark, even though they lost 2 games in a row. USC Aiken is 15-6 on the year, and UNC Pembroke, with 2 straight wins, stands at 16-7. 4th spot in the East goes to Lander. They're an even 6-6 in Peach Belt play, 9-12 on the year, and a 4-game win streak for the Bearcats. Armstrong with the 5th spot. They're 5-8 in conference games, 10-12 overall. And 6th spot goes to Francis Marion. They're 4-10 in conference play, 8-14 overall with 2 games lost in a row. Same for Flagler with 2 losses. Flagler's 7th. They're 3-11 in conference action, and they stand at 9-12 coming into tonight's play. So that'll do it for the trip around the Peach Belt Conference. When we come back in 90 seconds, Andrew's going to have the numbers in the first half. Georgia College 33, Columbus State 33. We'll be back in 90 seconds. 90-second timeout. Georgia College basketball on Lake Country 102.
Founded in 1889 as a college for teachers, Georgia College has transformed into a preeminent public liberal arts institution and the designated liberal arts university of Georgia over the course of its 125 years. Through hands-on learning, engagement with faculty, and involvement outside the classrooms, Georgia College allows students to be themselves and learn in dynamic ways. Georgia College, teaching students to make their mark on the world.
The PBC is commitment.
The PBC is community.
The PBC is competition.
The PBC is character. We are the PBC.
Think of the NCAA as a marching band. We wouldn't stop with halftime. We'd be full-time, celebrating student athletes in everything they do. Okay, so don't think of us as a marching band. Think of us as a spirit squad. Well, just know we're always
Georgia College is shooting almost 46% from the field compared to Columbus State's 41. though they're only 2 of 9 from the three-point line, shooting 22%, whereas Columbus State is 2 of 6 for 33%. The biggest thing is from the free throw line, 9 of 12 for Columbus State for 75%, against 11 for 16 for Georgia College at almost 70% from the free throw line. All those free throws were from some personal fouls, 13 for Columbus State total and 10 for Georgia College. Probably one of the biggest stories for Columbus State is 1 for 7 for their star player Ja'Cory Payne, as he has just 2 points in the ball game so far. Pretty even scoring from both teams, as Ryan Burnett has 7 for Columbus State, along with Marcus Dixon has 7 as well. 6 rebounds for Dixon as well, so a good stat line for him in the first half. There's also 2, as I said, 2 from Ja'Cory Payne in the first half, 2 from Darius Joel, 5 from John Lambert, 3 from Vic Ellis, 2 from Michael Graham, and 5 from Jamal McKee to round out the stats for Columbus State. There's 5 steals for Georgia College compared to Columbus State's 4. Only 1 block for Columbus State, as Georgia College has 3, 2 coming from Cole Roberts. 5 turnovers for Columbus State compared to Georgia College 6. 7 assists for Georgia College compared to Columbus State's 4. And now we'll get to some Georgia College individual stats, as Desmond Mitchell-Laflamme has been padding his stat sheet so far today, as he has 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, as he's second on the team in rebounds, 1 behind Bryce Booker, and tied with Cole Roberts at 4 as well. 2 rebounds for Isaac Thomas, as he also has 2 points, 4 points for Garrick DeBoles, 4 points from Bryce Booker, 5 points from Chaz Berry, and 3 points from Austin Dukes. And Chaz Berry has all 5 of his points from the free throw line so far. So a big key is going to see how much each team is going to get to the free throw line in the second half. 18 minutes played by Ja'Cory Payne, even though he struggled in the first half. And Desmond Mitchell-Laflamme, again, leading the team in minutes, as he has 16. He plays 16 of the first 20 minutes in the first half. The bench for Columbus State is outscoring Georgia College bench 15-8. Second chance points, Columbus State is outscoring Georgia College 9-1. The score has been tied 7 times during the game, and there's been 3 lead changes, so it's been very close the whole ball game. But Columbus State has been leading for almost 12 minutes compared to Georgia College's 3 minutes.
All right, Andrew, very good job. We appreciate that. Yeah, it has been a back and forth battle here, and I guess whoever wants the final 20 minutes going to take care of business, and Coach Gaines wanted to make sure that the Bobcats cut down on the turnovers against the Cougars. They have done that so far in this ball game. 33-all. We'll head to the second half when we come back. 90-second break, Georgia College basketball. Lake Country 102-3. Good job.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Very good, concise work.
Yeah, it's been.
Second half about to get underway at Centennial. 33 apiece between the Bobcats and the Cougars in Peach Belt Conference action. Bobcats will send the starters back out. Berry, DeBoles, Thomas, Roberts with 2 fouls apiece. The only Bobcats really in foul trouble. They've got a lot of players with 2 fouls each. GC on the attack to the south end, left to right now. Booker way on the left side. Back to the top of the circle. Around the right perimeter to Desmond. Ball knocked out of his hands, out of bounds, into the scorer's table to our right. Burnett tipped it out. Cats will have it with 10 seconds on the shot clock. GC inbounds to Booker between the circles. Bryce comes around a pick from Thomas. Gets it back toward Thomas. Isaac with 3 on the shot clock. Puts it up, hits the back iron. And a rebound by Columbus State. Cougars right to left here, second half. Wearing their road reds against the Bobcats in white. Driving, shooting, and knocking in and off the glass is Joel. Darius Joel with a bucket. He's got 4 points, and it's 35-33. Bobcats facing some token pressure by Joel. Back out to the mid-floor. Booker around the right perimeter. Circles it back. High posted to Thomas, looking down low to Roberts on the high-low offense. Around the left perimeter. Left corner, back up top. 6 to shoot now. Dez gets it on a pick and roll to Thomas. He's going to take it to the rack, and he's fouled. And put that one on Marcus Dixon as he gets his second foul.
Nice drive by Thomas to draw the foul, and now he'll head to the free throw line.
He becomes the 5th player to get to 2 fouls on the night for Columbus State. They really racked up first half fouls. Here's Isaac at the line. And he only gets his 3rd point of the ball game. Isaac, a career high 14 rebounds against North Georgia. Match that with 14 points, his second double-double of the year. And he misses the second free throw effort. We're down by a point at 35-34. Minute and a half into the second half. They get it quickly into the front court. Payne on the left wing, picked up by Desmond. Desmond trying to pick his pocket from behind, down low to Dixon, and Dixon just skies and scores.
Yeah, kind of tough to get in the way of Dixon once he gets the position in the paint.
Desmond across midcourt. We trail by 3. Desmond off to Booker, back to Dez. Bryce Booker holds, back to DML. Out between the rings, high posted to Roberts. In the left corner, here's Garrick DeBoles for 3, and he hammers it home.
It's a good sign that they're starting to nail the first 3 of the second half after they just went 2 for 9 in the first half.
We thought maybe that first 3 falling was going to be a good sign in the first half. Hopefully it's a better sign here in the second half, a better shooting. Tied at 37, the ball knocked away by Thomas, ahead to Booker. Booker's got Payne to beat. He laid it up and missed it. Rushed it up there too strong. Fight for the rebound, and it's won by Dixon. Dixon going to take it all the way down himself. Dropped it off into the hands of Kamaj, and a jumper's up and good. 39-37. Cougars retake the advantage. All deadlocked at halftime, and now 2.5 minutes into the second half. Cougars with a slim 2-point lead. Into the right corner. DeBoles dribbles up on the wing. They average 84.5 points a ball game. We're trying to keep them limited. And here's Roberts back at the free throw line jumper. Doesn't get it, but Thomas gathers in the miss. Keeps it alive for the Cats. Left corner to DeBoles up on the wing. Back now to Isaac. Free throw line extended left. Down low to Cole. Cole underneath. Count it and call a foul. He just powered that one up as he beat his man. And Cole Roberts starting to heat up a little bit.
Another good find by Thomas to find Roberts in the paint. He puts up a nice shot and gets fouled also.
Kamaj gets his 3rd foul. Cole follows up the bucket with a free throw. And the Cats retake the advantage by 1, 40-39. Payne will bring it across the timeline, far side in front of his bench. Stops, pops a 3, and it's off the mark. Rebound by Garrick DeBoles for GC. And he'll dribble out of trouble. Drops it off to Desmond. Desmond picked up by Payne in the backcourt. Those two guys have been going at it all night long. Double high post, backdoor pass, and DeBoles got grabbed and held. He could not get the backdoor pass from Thomas. And a foul maybe on Dixon. Yeah, that's 3 on their leading rebounder. Non-shooting, GC to inbound it. Desmond has to trigger it in the left baseline. To Booker, he lays it in. Oh, what a quick pass.
Nice cut by Booker to get open from his defender, and then a nice find by Desmond.
42-39, Georgia College by 3. Top of the circle now. They drop it off, throw it away. Long lead pass to Dez. Snowbird layup left hand, got it. And a timeout by Coach Moore as the Bobcats have gone on a run. They have their biggest lead of the day at 44-39. This is a full timeout, and we'll be back to the Centennial Center. Georgia College basketball, Lake Country 102-3. Point lead. We're down by 2, and now we're up by 5.
Yeah, it's been a great run so far. Once again, we hit the first 3 to start the second half, which was a good sign. Thought it would be a good sign after we did so in the first half, but once again, Columbus State 3 early fouls compared to Georgia College 0, so looks like they're going to get into foul trouble again in the second half.
And that long layout as Thomas stole the ball away and lobbed it ahead to Desmond for the easy lay-in. And Coach Moore, using his second timeout of the day, he's got 2 left. And the Cougars will take it right to left, full length of the floor. Joel brings it in, gets it off the paint between the circles. High left side, off to Burnett. Burnett spins into the paint, rolls it up there, missed it. It's spun out. And then they get it back again, and Dixon stays with it and knocks it home.
Thomas had the ball roll right out of his hands and then right to Dixon for the easy lay-in.
44-41 to end that 7-0 run by the Bobcats. Well, they had a 7-0 run early in the second half of the first ball game to open things up. Here is the Bowles from downtown left, no good. Rebound taken by the Cougars. They fly down the floor, jumper up long, but they get the rebound. Burnett got the miss. Here's Kamaj for the three-pointer, and it's going to float out of bounds into the Bobcat cheerleaders at the north end. And Vic Ellis will come back into the lineup. We've got our media timeout at 15:13 to play. Bobcats 44, Cougars 41. Back in 30 seconds. This is Georgia College basketball on Lake Country 102.3.
Think of the NCAA as a spirit squad, cheering for student athletes at every big event and every small one. We'd be there in the classroom, at graduation, at their first job interview. Okay, so don't think of us as a spirit squad. Think of us as a mascot. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
We've got 15:13 to play in regulation here at the Centennial Center. Bobcats trying to split the season series with Columbus and knock off the #1 team in the West Division at the same time. And hopefully improve their standing in the Peach Belt West. GC is behind Young Harris. We'll see them on Saturday. The Bobcats are even at 6-6. Young Harris a game up on us at 7-6. Now we're going to face some full court pressure as Bryce Booker looks to inbound it. Gets it into Thomas. He's double teamed, splits the 2 defenders, throws it ahead into the midcourt. Chaz Berry gets it after coming off the bench. High post it to Isaac. Isaac drives right of the lane and throws it off the backside of Joel. Saves it somehow into the hands of Booker. That was not the best of passes right there.
Ended up working out as we got the ball back.
And then Dixon bangs into Desmond Mitchell-Laflamme. So Marcus Dixon collects his 4th personal foul.
That'll probably send him to the bench.
He will have to come out as Burnett comes on for him. GC to inbound it. Team foul number 4 in the half.
Dixon, their leading scorer, the only person in double figures for them with 11.
Top of the circle, back off to Booker. Now on the right wing we go to Desmond. Desmond fakes the 3, tries to get his man up in the air. He'll drop it off for Thomas. Thomas in the middle of the paint. Knocks it in from 10 feet out.
Another assist for Desmond and a nice shot by Isaac Thomas.
Isaac Thomas makes it 46-41. 14:20 to play, and Thomas goes for a steal, lays out on the floor and saves it to McCorkle. McCorkle into the forecourt. Drops it off to Dez. Dez goes down the left baseline, puts up a jumper. It won't go. And a ball tipped out by Barry, but controlled by Columbus. They fly it ahead to Payne. Back out now to Joel. Joel going to lay it up and score. A lot of effort for the Bobcats, but nothing to show for it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Isaac Thomas and Desmond Mitchell-Laflamme have been on the floor all night.
46-43, GC by 3 with 13:46 to go. And we'll throw it off to McCorkle, and not a good pass. And Desmond hoping that McCorkle would come up to meet the pass a little bit. He'll come out as Cole Roberts returns. 46-43, GC with the 3-point lead. 13.5 to go. Ja'Cory Payne dribbles to the left arc, drops it down off the left block. They'll kick it back up topside, driving into the paint and kicks it back out. Ellis almost had the ball knocked away, but Payne has it. He'll toss up a 3, and it's no good. And Thomas will get a big rebound for Georgia College. Dribbles out of trouble, gets it off now to Desmond. 13:13 to play. Cats by 3. Need a hoop there. Double high post for GC. Right side Dez. Stops, back of the arc. Lobs it low for Thomas and throws it away. Not a good pass. And now he tries to dive in there and steal the ball away. They get it down low, and a foul call as Burnett put the shot up.
Roberts not too happy about that foul call. Thought he just had his hand straight up.
That'll be 3 on Cole, and the first foul in the half on GC. It's Burnett to shoot 2, 71% free throw shooter. And the first one's no good. Rocketed off the left side of the rim. Bryce Booker out, Austin Dukes in for GC. Still a 3-point Georgia College lead. We've given the Cougars plenty of chances, but they haven't taken advantage of them. He finally finds the net on the second free throw.
And neither team really wanted to take control of this game.
Very balanced attack for both teams. Jump pass ahead to DML, back to Austin. Left baseline to Cole. Back up top, we're going to throw it away.
Some sloppy passes so far to start the second half after the hot start, after the timeout. Now it's been pretty sloppy out there.
Bobcats just not taking care of the basketball. 2 of the last 3 possessions. Lambert dribbles out between the circles. Desmond picks him up. Gets it off to Ellis. Ellis drives to the free throw line, drops it down inside. Shot up no good and a miss. And Roberts with a rebound of Graham's miss. We flick it ahead now to Barry. Barry on the left wing. Back up top to Dukes. Dukes off to DML. Desmond holds it high, back to Austin. Left side to Chaz. He'll spot up for a 3. It's no good. But a foul is called on Lambert. That'll be his first foul. Team foul number 5. It was away from the ball, so it's out of bounds to the Bobcats. Left baseline. Quickly into Barry. Barry is muscled up. He still can't get a chippy to fall, but he's fouled. And that'll go against Ellis for his second personal foul, excuse me.
Yeah, Barry just can't get a field goal to fall so far in the game.
Really struggling out there is Chaz. It'll be Barry at the line. He's done well at the line up to that one and missed it that time.
5 for 7 now from the free throw line.
Wanzi and DeBoles in. Thomas and Roberts sit down. Chaz Berry fires up a second free throw, and it's no good. Just not good form that time. 12 minutes to go. We're only leading by 2 at 46-44 as GC tries to keep the score low. Left side, Ellis back up top. Circling is Joel. Drops it down underneath, and a foul called as Michael Graham got shoved. Desmond gets his first personal foul, and that's our under 12 media timeout. 11:46 to play. Bobcats 46, Cougars 44. We'll step away for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Bobcats on Lake Country 102.3.
We often get the question, where does the money go? More than 90% of NCAA revenue supports 89 championships and more than 1,100 member schools that give $2.7 billion in scholarships each year. Look around you. There are more than 450,000 student athletes competing every year, succeeding on the field, in the classroom, and in life. Bottom line, we put our money where our mission is.
WKZR Milledgeville with Georgia College basketball on your Monday night. Our internet streaming provided by Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind. 46-44, Bobcats with the lead.
Looks like Georgia College shooting 5 for 10 so far in the second half from the field. It's Columbus State is 5 for 11. Columbus State's 0 for 3 from the three-point line, as Georgia College is 1 for 2 after they hit their first 3 to start the second half. 1 of 2 for Columbus State from the free throw line compared to Georgia College 2 of 5, and only one player for each team in double figures, as Marcus Dixon has 11 points and 9 rebounds, as he's 1 rebound away from a double-double.
Bobcats break the huddle with the same 5 out there, and Michael Graham, a freshman from Stone Mountain in Stone Mountain High School, averages a little over 8 minutes a ball game. Had 4 points against the Bobcats in Columbus with 2 rebounds and 3 steals. Goes 6'6", weighs in at 215. And tomahawks the first free throw up, and it rolls off no good. Graham 2 for 2 prior to today at the free throw line for the entire season. And the second one coming, and this one is no good. Austin Dukes reaches up and grabs a rebound. He'll fly it down the floor. Take it, drop it off to DeBoles left baseline. He'll pull it out on the wing. Back up top now. Bobcats work it left side again. Austin going to fire up a jumper from the left baseline. A little too early in the shot clock. We're still up by 2. Right side with the ball, John Lambert. Lambert working on Desmond, goes underneath the basket, kicks it on the left baseline, jumper away, and it's no good. Reaches back, gets his own miss, fires it up and got fouled. That's Burnett with the drive. And a foul on Mitchell LaFlamme, his second personal foul. 3rd on the Bobcats this half.
Good job by Burnett, even though he missed a shot, getting his own rebound and then driving through the lane and getting fouled.
Puts the first of 2 up and in. And he brings him within 1. Chance to tie the ball game for the graduate student from Richmond, Virginia. Bryce Booker back in for Austin Dukes. So here's Burnett lining up the free throw and drops it in. A 46-all lead after the Bobcats had a 5-point lead. We run the baseline to get the ball in, and Isaac going to show off the old point guard moves, drops it off to DeBoles, and DeBoles got fouled from behind.
Good find by Thomas as the defender tries to take a charge, but Thomas is able to drop it off, and DeBoles is now at the free throw line.
Darius Joel gets his second personal foul. That's the 7th team foul. But Garrick was in the act of shooting, so he'll try a couple at the stripe.
Georgia College will now be at the free throw line for the rest of the second half, as they'll be in the bonus.
In and out on the first effort. DeBoles out of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Management Information Systems major at GC, just a redshirt freshman, so a lot of time left for the young man. Cole Roberts checks in for Chaz Berry in the Bobcat lineup. Tries to break the deadlock here. Puts it up, and it's good. 47-46 Bobcats. 11 minutes to go. They get it off to Burnett between the circles. Approaching, driving, left side of the lane, and Cole Roberts just clobbered him. But that's 4 fouls on Cole. Trying to rise to the challenge there and bodied him up. So Roberts sitting on 4 fouls. Team foul number 4 in the half. We put Burnett at the line again, and the first one's good. He can give the Cougars the lead back again.
Burnett's now in double figures with 11 points after that free throw.
Roberts out, McCorkle in. Going to go small again. But we do have Thomas still out there along with DeBoles. Garrick not a huge rebounder. In and out on the free throw. And a rebound by Bryce Booker. Booker goes and gets some basketballs. 4.5 rebounds a ball game. GC 47, CSU 47. Left side to Desmond. Wraparound pass down to Thomas. Going to go baseline. Spins into the paint. He got muscled up and fouled. Good job of twisting around in the paint. And Michael Graham will get his 3rd personal foul.
Yeah, good move by Thomas to be able to draw the foul. Now he'll be at the free throw line for 2.
He knew that contact was a coming. Isaac puts the first one up, and it's too strong. Now they're going to get Kamaj back in. Arvin Kamaj replacing Graham. Kamaj with 3 fouls as well. 6'9" senior from Detroit. Second free throw from Isaac. Right down the bottom of the well, 48-47 GC. 10.5 minutes to go. Circling in, Payne going to drop it off. Shot rejected by Mr. DeBoles. Second block of the game, 25 for the season for Garrick. They will inbound it left baseline. Put it in, ball tipped, and Bobcats recover it. DML back out to McCorkle. McCorkle can't put the shot up, and he throws it away.
Tried to go for the no-look pass and just got too fancy with it and just threw it right at the water cooler.
Yep. That water cooler's got good hands, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
DeBoles was cutting down the baseline, and instead Mark sent it into the corner. 48-47, GC with a lead. Cougars wraparound pass down low to Kamaj. Up over Thomas, but not in. And Chaz Berry gets the rebound. He'll bring it up the floor himself. Stops inside the arc, left side, gets it in the left corner. Back up on the wing. Now straight away we go. On the right side, down to the right baseline to DeBoles. His shot up is short as he rushed that one just a little bit.
Yeah, he had a good opportunity to make it this a 3-point Georgia College lead, but like you said, just rushed it a little bit and came up short.
48-47 with 9:40 to play. Bobcats by 1. Trying to give him the lead is Lambert. He missed the 3, and GC with a rebound. The Cougars have been held quiet for a minute and a half here. No further scoring. Up top now to Bryce, back out to Dez. Right side to Isaac, back of the arc. Picked up by Kamaj, comes around a pick, goes underneath the basket, lays it off the window and scores.
What a good move by Thomas, going under the basket and able to reverse it in.
Used the basket to protect himself, and the Cats lead by 3. Here's a jumper by Payne. The long 2 doesn't go. Rebound, Georgia College.
Payne off again with his shot.
Bobcats with a basketball on a 3-point lead. It's out of bounds. Off Columbus State. Vic Ellis argues. He'll come out now as Joel returns. We're at 8:50 to play. And Georgia College with a slim 3-point lead. Now a little conference between two of the officials. And Georgia College will call a timeout, I believe. Bobcats will call a 30. So we'll keep it here at courtside. And Georgia College holding on with a 3-point lead. The Cougars have been up and down the floor a few times and unable to find anything to fall.
Ja'Cory Payne, their star player, averaging almost 20 points a game for them. He's still only got 2 points tonight. That's the biggest storyline for them, is he just can't get a shot to fall. He's just 1 of 11 from the field.
Bobcats had allowed Payne to score 15 points against us in Columbus.
Excuse me, one of 10 from the field, but still
Wow.
just 2 points. 0 for 5 from 3.
Well, he's going to take on the role of distributor now, as he averages almost 4 assists a ball game, as his shots just not falling for him.
He's only got 2 assists tonight too, so not huge assist numbers for him either. Just been an off night for him.
Bryce Booker to put it in play right directly in front of me. Gets it in now to Desmond in the backcourt, and Des will trot across the timeline. Swings it off deep on the right side to Isaac. Back up to Des. Now to Bryce in the midcourt area. Left side to the Bowles. Now back up top again. Here is Bryce going into the paint. Rolls it up there. Didn't get the shooter's roll, but Thomas tips it out to Barry, and the Bobcats reset. This is the time of the game where the Bobcats start to use as much clock as they can. They're leading 50-47. High post it to Thomas. Thomas backs his way in. Now faces the basket. Rolls it up there and missed it. And a rebound taken by Columbus State. They want to fly down the floor again. Driving, dishing, scoring are the Cougars. Joel with the assist to Kamaj, and a foul on Desmond Mitchell-Laflamme. That'll be 3 on Des.
Just a bad foul by Desmond, as he had a huge height mismatch, and just Kamaj just laid it up and in, made the basket, and then also got fouled.
There's at least a foot difference between Kamaj and Des, who's playing in the land of giants right there.
Yep.
The tall trees. Kamaj at 6'9", Des listed generously, I might add, at 5'8".
That's with the basketball shoes on.
There you go. 50 all after the 3-point play. Barry terminates the dribble, now gets it off to Isaac. Isaac going to take it to the rack, and he got hammered. He split 2 defenders, and Kamaj reached up and got him.
Columbus State doesn't agree with that call.
That was not a clean block. He got the basketball, but he also got Isaac.
Yeah.
That's 4 fouls on Kamaj. Coach Moore is saying he stood straight up. No, he was still moving, Coach.
Hit him with the body.
And maybe a warning has been assessed to Coach Moore as he came all the way out to near midcourt.
He's still out on the court right now.
Bruce Benedict trying to get him to get off the floor. Our under 8 media timeout. Bobcats 50, Cougars 50. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to GC Basketball on Lake Country 102.3.
Founded in 1889 as a college for teachers, Georgia College has transformed into a preeminent public liberal arts institution and the designated liberal arts university of Georgia over the course of its 125 years. Through hands-on learning, engagement with faculty, and involvement outside the classrooms, Georgia College allows students to be themselves and learn in dynamic ways. Georgia College, teaching students to make their mark on the world.
Long week here already for Mr. Andrew.
Yep.
50-50. Bobcats and the Cougars battling it out here at Centennial. 7:52 remaining. I guess you're probably at West Campus for either baseball or softball all weekend.
I did baseball Friday and Sunday, and I did softball Saturday, so I've gotten a little bit of everything.
There you go. Isaac Thomas will be at the line to shoot a pair. First free throw up and no good. Thomas struggling at the line tonight. Normally 59%.
Just 2 of 5 now.
Thomas accepts the basketball. The sophomore from Tryon spins the second one out. Rebound by Joel, and we're still deadlocked at 50. Around the left perimeter on the dribble is Payne. Payne will push it back around the right perimeter. Graham back in, holds it at the top of the circle. Now off to Lambert. John Lambert puts it on the floor at the top of the key around Barry. Drives, stops, puts it up, missed it. Rebound knocked around. Barry saves it, taps it actually to Bryce Booker. And here comes DML with the basketball. Desmond across the timeline trying to snap a 50-50 tie. Closing down on 7 minutes to go. Thomas off the left side to Booker. Nice up fake. He got the man in the air, and the man came down on him. And that is Graham's 4th foul. So it's 2 shots. That's also the 10th team foul on the Cougars for the half. So the Bobcats will be shooting 2 the rest of the way.
There's still 7 minutes to go in this game.
Booker's first of 2 on the way. Good. Bryce out of Atlanta Metro State. Player of the Year there, won the Coaches Award. Columbia High School in Atlanta is high school alma mater. Second one away, iron and glass, and finally the nylon. And the Cats up by 2 at 52-50 with 7 minutes to play.
Good stat line for Booker, 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals.
High left side, Payne dribbles to the top of the circle. Bobcats stay in the man. Traveling violation. He slid his feet before he dribbled. And the Bobcats will try to take advantage of the turnover.
Hopefully that can get Georgia College going on offense. Hopefully and get a little run going and make a little separation in this lead.
Booker to inbound it. They're going to put a man on a man. Inbound it to Thomas. Isaac will have to bring it up the floor himself on Dixon. And Dixon playing with 4 fouls. DML out in the midcourt circle. Ball to Booker. Now to Thomas. Thomas going to lay it in. I thought he was going to slam it home. Nice finger roll.
Yeah, decided to go with the easy finger roll instead of the dunk.
4-point Bobcat lead with 6:20 to go. Here is Joel driving to the free throw line. Drops it back to Lambert. Lambert right of the circle. Now drops it off right side. 3 ball is an air ball, but Dixon gathers it in. And he stepped on the end line. Out of bounds to Georgia College with a 4-point lead. Now they will get Graham and Burnett back in. 6:10 to go. GC's lead is just 4 points. Will inbound quickly to Chaz. Chaz going to take it all the way down on Dixon and lay it in.
There we go. He finally gets a field goal to go. Hopefully that'll jumpstart him a little for those last 6 minutes of the game.
He just exploded past Dixon on the right side. 6-point Bobcat lead. Back deep on the right side is Payne. Approaches the arc. Goes into the lane. Going to lay it up against Thomas. No, but a foul called. A blocking foul on Isaac is his 3rd. There was contact underneath, and Isaac was leaning a little bit. Didn't establish the position.
The fans are not happy with the call, but I think the officials made the right call. As like you said, he was leaning a little bit, so contact was drawn, and now he'll be at the free throw line for 2.
You got Payne at the line. 85% free throw shooter. Drops in the first one. Jacory at 5'9", 165. Pretty good ball player for Coach Moore out of Dublin High School. First free throw is good.
Just 3 points tonight, though, after that first free throw. Now 4 after he makes the second one.
56-52, our lead back to 4. Booker looks to inbound it, gets it into Thomas. Back to Desmond. Looked like they're going to double team trap for a second, but not. Get it across the timeline to Booker. Needs some help. Gets it off to Dez. Stops off the left of lane. Jumper's up too strong. Rebound. Did he stay in bounds? Somehow he did. Nice tightrope down there. They get it ahead to Payne. 5.5 to go. Underneath, they drop it off and throw it away. Tried to get it in the hands of Graham, and he wasn't looking for it. Bryce Booker will bring it into the front court. Now the Bobcats will slow it down. 5:09 to go. We couldn't get the transition action. Desmond right side to Bryce. Bryce back of the arc, trying to create some separation. Going to go into the baseline, rolls it up off the window and scores.
Nice spin move by Booker. Get the shot up, get a clear shot.
He's in double figures now for the 5th time this season. They go left side, put up an air ball, and Desmond gathers in the miss, and it's a 6-point GC lead with 4:40 left.
Georgia College looking to slow it down now with the 6-point lead with 4.5 minutes to go.
Desmond across the timeline, picked up by Joel. Dribbling back and forth, now standing in the midcourt circle. Wraparound pass to Booker, 9 to shoot now. Booker dribbles to the right arc, back off the Des, 5 to shoot, back off to Thomas. 3-pointer away, doesn't go. And a rebound by Graham. Thomas 1 for 7 from downtown. Ja'Cory Payne high off the window scores.
Looks like he's starting to come alive a little bit in the second half as he's got 6 points now in the ball game.
58-54, GC's lead is 4. Off to Booker, Booker lays it in again. Bryce is eating him up.
He's definitely heating up from the floors. He's now got 12 points on ball game.
Booker had only 5 against the Cougars last time. Driving left, get it off to Dixon, cuts to the middle of the paint, turnaround jumper's too strong. Rebound handed around by the Cougars and lobbed in by Burnett, and a timeout by Coach Moore. 60-56. A 30-second timeout called by Coach Moore. Well, we're going to stretch it probably to a full because it's the under 4 timeout. So 3:37 to go. This will be a full timeout. Bobcats lead by 4, 60-56. You're listening to the Bobcats on Lake Country 102.3.
Think of the NCAA as a marching band. We wouldn't stop with halftime. We'd be full-time, celebrating student athletes in everything they do. Okay, so don't think of us as a marching band. Think of us as a spirit squad. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
4, it's 60-56 over the Columbus State Cougars.
Yeah, Marcus Dixon now does have a double-double on the night with 11 points, 10 rebounds. Ryan Burnett is leading the Columbus State in points with 13, as they're the only 2 players in double figures. As Georgia College has 3 different players with Booker now at 12, Desmond Mitchell-Laflamme at 11, and Isaac Thomas at 10. But I think the biggest thing right now is Columbus State just keeps trading baskets with Georgia College, and at some point they need to start making some stops on defense because they can't keep trading baskets while they're trailing.
Yeah, 1 for 1, and they're not getting much headway there. Down by 4 are the Cougars. Bobcats will face some full court pressure, I'm sure, as the Cougars come up to defend. Bryce Booker to put it in play. Gets it off to Thomas. Now in the backcourt still. Off to Booker. Got to get it across the timeline, fellas. Off to Thomas, and he just beats the 10-second count. Right side now to Desmond. He'll dribble out in the midcourt circle with 15 to shoot. Swing it right side to Garrick DeBoles. Back up top to Isaac. Down low to Cole Roberts, left of the lane. Rolls it up there and missed it. And rebound swatted around, recovered by Columbus State. They want to fly down the floor. Off to Kamaj, back to Payne. Payne deep on the right arc, picked up by Thomas. Drives it in, drops it off for Kamaj. He missed it. And the loose basketball gathered in by the Cougars. Kamaj has it deep on the right wing. Under 3 minutes to go. He stepped on the sideline out of bounds. Vic Ellis caught the pass, but forgot where he was on the floor.
That just can't happen when you've got such a close game like this, such little time left on the clock.
2:50 left. GC up by 4. 60-56. Ahead to Cole. Cole almost lost the handle on it. He's double teamed. Finally finds a teammate open. That's Bryce Booker. 18 to shoot. Bobcats with a 4-point lead in the ball. Desmond out in the midcourt circle. Dribbling to his right, 9 seconds. Now back to his left, 7 seconds. DeBowles gets a return bounce pass. Jumper from 17. Yes, sir! Garrick DeBowles drops it in. And it's a 6-point GC lead. And a full timeout taken by Coach Mark Gaines. He'll have 1 timeout remaining. Columbus has 1 timeout left. We will step away for another 30-second break. Bobcats 62, Cougars 56 on Lake Country 102.3.
The PBC is commitment.
The PBC is community.
The PBC is competition.
The PBC is character. We are the PBC.
Centennial, 2:19 to go. Georgia College with a 62-56 lead on the bucket by DeBowles. And Garrick now in double figures.
Yep, and a nice assist by Desmond Mitchell-Laflamme as he's up to 7 assists now in the game with 11 points to go with that also and 5 rebounds, so filling up the stat sheet.
Desmond had only 4 assists against Columbus last time. Calvin Wanzi in for defensive purposes now. 2:17 to go. Kamaj will hand it off to Payne as the Bobcats put a little pressure on the Cougars. Payne scoots across the timeline. Dribbles to the right sideline. Back around the left perimeter. They get it in the hands of Burnett. Burnett back to Payne in the left corner. 3-pointer away. Got it. Bang, a big jumper.
He's starting to heat up now.
Cuts the lead in half. Wanzi across the timeline. Waits for DML to clear it. Stay on side. 1:45 to go. Desmond picked up by Ja'Cory Payne. Dribbles it low. Gets a little separation now. 13 to shoot. 1:35 in the contest. 3-point Bobcat lead. Desmond reverses it back now to Isaac. Isaac up and in and a foul. Yes, sir.
What a shot by Thomas, contorting his body because of the bigger defender Kamaj, able to lay it in and draw the foul.
And Kamaj is fouled out of the ball game with 1:25 left. Great athletic effort there by Isaac Thomas as they came out to meet him, and he contorted his body around, like you said, around the defender, but not enough. Kamaj got him, and the ball still nestled in the net. 5-point GC lead.
Now he has a chance to nail one at the free throw line.
Got it. 66-59. 1:25 left. Across the timeline is Payne. Payne, top of the circle, 3. In and out. Rebound by Thomas. He'll dribble out of trouble. Launch it ahead to Garrick. Garrick with a layup, and he fouled. Did not get the ball to fall, but he got a foul. And it's 2 shots for Garrick DeBowles at the south end with 1:11 to go.
You'd expect Georgia College to slow it down as they have the lead with a little over a minute to go, but they're still trying to play aggressive and get the ball moving.
You saw the chance to get the transition bucket, and DeBowles almost was able to take advantage of it. So he'll step to the stripe at the south end. 2 free throws for Garrick. First is no good. A couple of free throws would have given the Bobcats an 8-point lead. Now the best they can do is a 7-point advantage.
Still make this a 3-possession game if he can hit this free throw.
Roberts out, Barry back in for GC. DeBowles accepts the ball for the second free throw with 1:11 left. It's away, and it's no good. Garrick's tired. Joel got the rebound, drives it down the right side into the paint, lays it up, missed it, but he's fouled. And that'll be the 7th team foul on GC. More importantly, it'll give them 2 shots at the north end with the time stopped. That one's credited to Booker.
Yeah, need to keep the clock moving.
2 fouls on Bryce Booker, 7th team foul, but 2 shots now for Darius Joel from Lawrenceville. 6'3", 175. The junior misses the first free throw. And the lead is still 6. McCorkle and Dukes in. Booker and Barry out. Got good free throw shooters and 3-pointers if we need them, but we don't need them. We just need ball control and free throw shooters because they're going to start hacking. Second free throw away, got that one to fall. 65-60. Thomas looks to inbound it, gets it into Desmond. Desmond scoots it ahead to Mark McCorkle in the forecourt. McCorkle spins away from contact. He traveled, they said.
He can't believe it.
There was contact before the travel. They didn't see that. McCorkle out. Booker back in. 65-60, under a minute to go now. 55 seconds left. Ja'Cory Payne beats Desmond to the basket and lays it in, and Coach Moore calls his final timeout. It's a 3-point ball game. Georgia College had a 6-point lead, and now it's down to 3 at 50.6 seconds to go.
That puts Payne now in double figures on the night with 11 after having such a slow start.
We'll stay here with 50.6 seconds left. Bobcats do have 1 timeout if they can't get the ball in bounds.
Columbus State's been going full court press almost this whole second half.
Just got to get it in bounds because I'm sure they're going to start hacking away. I thought they were going to last time.
I mean, they've been fouling all game, so you expected it.
Right.
But it didn't happen.
McCorkle back in, along with Dukes. Mitchell LaFlamme, Thomas, and Booker out there for GC. No timeouts for Columbus with 50.6 seconds to go. Booker accepts the basketball, runs the baseline, gets it into Desmond. Desmond double teamed, needs some help. Ball loose on the deck, off to Isaac. Isaac with 3 seconds. We get it across the timeline to McCorkle with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. And a jump ball called, and the arrow favors Columbus State. They were reaching all around McCorkle from behind to get to the basketball, and no foul call.
I guess apparently the jump ball happened before all the fouls had happened.
They'll inbound it. 35 seconds to go. GC's lead is a tenuous 3. Payne out front. Driving down the right side of the lane. Lays it up and scores. 65-64. GC trying not to wilt. We get it off to Dukes. 23 seconds to go, and he's fouled. Now they start fouling. Foul is on Joel.
That's 5 on Joel. Excuse me, that's not 5 on Joel.
That'll be 3 on him. Austin Dukes to shoot 2. 81.5% free throw shooter is Austin Dukes. And he misses the first one. He has struggled lately. I'm sorry, it's not 81, it's 87.5%. But the last 3 ball games have not gone well at the line for Austin. 21 seconds to play. The free throw is up. It's no good. They get the rebound with 19 seconds to go. 65-64. Payne in the front court. Dribbles near sideline. Down to 12. Payne way outside. They're going to try and create for him. Down to 6 seconds. Payne with Thomas on him. Gets past a man. Puts it up. Missed it. Rebound, stick back. No good. Rebound Thomas. The Bobcats win.
What a final possession. What a great defensive stand on one of the best players in the Peach Belt Conference.
Wow. Ja'Cory Payne drove in, put it up and missed it. A stick back was no good, and Thomas got the follow-up rebound. And the Bobcats hold them off for a 1-point victory at 65-64. A big win as Georgia College gets its 7th victory of the season. in the conference against 6 losses and go to 13-9 overall. Columbus drops to 16-6. They are 9-6 in the Peach Belt Conference. Mark Gaines going to make his way over here to talk to us. And Andrew, if you can give him the headset.
Not a problem.
All right, thank you very much for your help tonight.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Andrew Roachford helping us out with the broadcast tonight.
Man, oh man.
Are you breathing?
No, not really.
I didn't think so.
Their best player has a chance to win it. And
yep.
That's about a 90% chance that he's going to make that shot. Ja'Cory Payne from Dublin. He's tough. And we switched it. Isaac was guarding him. And do I feel real comfortable with that? No. But we played very poor fundamentally in the last 90 seconds.
Yes.
We picked the ball up here. We traveled. There's a senior doing it. He didn't mean to. But I got to have Mark in the game for his free throw shooting. And he just made 2 critical errors. It won't happen again. But he did not play fundamentally sound down the stretch.
Yeah.
Almost cost us.
Well, we did not play sound at all as a team in the last 4 minutes or so.
Yeah, it was. We were throwing the ball all over the place, and it wasn't just Mark. It was several players. Just fundamentals, turnovers. But it's not an effort thing. I'm so happy for Chaz. We need his scoring. I'm not sure what the final stats would say. There they are. Thank you. Right on cue, right, Scott?
Yes, sir.
Chaz Berry, 7 points, and we won by 1. So he was 1 3 away from having a great night. 2 for 5 from the floor, 1 for 3 from 3. He made 5 free throws, and you don't question his character. I trust me on that one. Boy, he's tough.
Well, he stepped in there and had some big plays for us. Didn't get a whole lot to fall except for that last one when we really needed it.
Yeah, we needed it, and held him to 38%. I'm so proud of the 3 for 13 from 3. We told them take away the 3, and I thought they made 1 3 against our defense that was sound, fundamental defense. I thought Austin got lost. He was ball watching. The guy slipped to the corner, hit a 3, and then Mark, we're trying to get him 5 over the top of the screen. He gets caught and goes in the paint, and it was not those 2 threes in the first half almost cost us the game. And but I was real proud of the guys. We just got to tighten up mentally. I'm not sure. We play hard, but we gotta study basketball. We gotta increase that IQ basketball. We got smart guys, so there's no reason. They just gotta. Maybe they're not looking at the game plan. Maybe they're not looking at the scouting report close enough. Maybe I'm doing a poor job in showing them the game plan, teaching. So I got to go back and see what I'm doing because we missed too many assignments. If we're going to win the Peach Belt West, we can't have those assignments like that, missed assignments.
A great effort all the way through the ball game for the
Thank
Bobcats. A nice job. We kept it low. It was a tight ball game at halftime, 33-all. You kept them to under 65 points in the ball game, which is about almost 20 points below their season average.
Yeah, ball control. I like milking that clock, as you know, and it hasn't cost us yet.
Nope.
It has not cost yet. And I'll tell you what was a huge play. End of the game, we milked all the way down. We had Garrett come up. Arbin Kamaj was guarding him, and they looked like they blitzed him. I thought he was going to shoot the 3, and he took 1 dribble in and made the 15-footer. That was a huge play for us. But I tell you who I thought played, had probably his best all-around game of the year, Bryce Booker. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 steals. That was the best game. That was his signature game so far this season. He had a great game. And, 14 assists, 12 turnovers. If you only have 12 turnovers, the way we play defense, you're going to have a chance to win.
Yep. Well, go enjoy this one and get them ready for Wednesday.
Hey, we'll be ready. The guys, it's never an effort thing. We just got to, we got to think basketball. We got to think matchups. And if we continue to do that, really lean on each other, I think we'll be in a good spot at the end of the year.
Good job.
Go Bobcats.
All right. Thanks, Mark. Mark Gaines, the head coach of the Bobcat men, as Georgia College pulls out the win. We'll be back to wrap things up after a final 60-second timeout. You're listening to the Bobcats on Lake Country 102.3